Hi everyone, Nick here and welcome to another Gran Turismo Sport video. Today we're doing the first race in the 2018 off-season exhibition Season 1 of the Manufacturers Series. They could have made that a bit more simple to say, but hey ho. So yeah, we're here at the Red Bull Ring in the Porsche. I did toy with the idea of signing for a new manufacturer instead of Porsche, but because I didn't really know who else to go with, and because I quite like how both of the Porsches in Group 3 and Group 4 handle, I figured I'd stick with them for now anyway. You can always change again for the 2019 series if we want to do so. Now, I haven't been playing on the game much recently because I've been on holiday, so I list the last 3 races of the 2018 series, and I haven't driven the Red Bull Ring on this game before this actual race happened. This is also compounded by my PlayStation 4 ejecting the disc when I tried to actually play it in some practice sessions beforehand. So, apart from a couple of practice laps, this was all I did. So, yeah, I think we're 11th on the grid at the moment, 12th now, and to be perfectly honest, probably have been quite happy with that, given the lack of practice. But this lap so far, 2 corners in, is going pretty okay. Coming to turn 3, this is one I find a little bit tricky. You have to just accept you have to go quite slowly through there. Remember, it is quite a sharp corner. So going through there, we're going to try and get a good turn 4. Not too bad, not too much wheel spin, just brush the apex there and get out on the power nice and early. That's pretty good through turn 5 for me. Get on the power again and start accelerating up the hill. So we've got 2 proper corners left to go of the lap, and we're up on our best. Throw it into the second last corner. Bit of a slide, could have probably gone a bit better. Don't want to throw it away there. Bit of a slide, but not too much damage done. And we cross the line. We are 133.087, which at the time was good enough for 3rd on the grid. In the end, it was good enough for 5th on the grid, but I mean, I'd have taken that absolutely all day long. And yeah, it is 1.5 seconds off of pole, but I don't really care. I was very happy with that result. The big question was, could I actually hold on to 5th in the actual race or not? Right, let's get down to the grid and see who the runners and riders are. Standing grid here, so you have to watch out for that. On pole, we have a Mercedes. Very nice looking livery there, nice one, Eagle. Second, we've got a Porsche in the standard livery, not good Oxmox. Another Porsche there, Riptide from South Africa. 4th is Ford GT, In's Uncle Sly, nice. 5th is me in the Spotify Porsche. 6th, we've got Rudy Roots in the Mitsubishi Lancer. 7th is another Porsche, Pappy Boost. You can recognise his name from another race. 8th, we've got MJ in the Lexus. 9th, we've got Mercom in the Audi. 10th, we've got another Porsche, Matley. 11th is another Porsche, so Vlad. 12th, we've got Mitch Buchanan in the Nissan. And we've got another Nissan behind him, Mesca. We've got another Audi here, Marquis in 14th. 15th, Daniel in the Porsche. Porsche popular here. You've got Mazda, Storm. 16th. 17th is Supernova in the Mercedes. 18th, we've got Hat Maris in the Honda NSX. And 19th, but not least, is Baza in the Audi R8. So standing start. Now, I'm not running any traction control, and I know that it's a good idea to switch traction control on for the starts. However, I momentarily forgot how to actually go through the different menus there and didn't find traction control, so it was too late and I abandoned that. And you can see that it paid off with a crap start, so we've already lost a couple of places. We didn't spin off, so that's not too bad, and we'll be a bit cautious because we know how dive bombing this can be, and we've actually gone up into 6th, although 7th there, a bit of a bump there. But going up to the run to turn 2, not too bad. Don't see anyone right behind us, so dive bombing percentage chance is pretty low. Brake early to make sure we don't hit anyone ahead. Someone does smash into the cars in front because that's legally binding in Austria, I think. And someone goes up the inside, happy boost there. We then get very squeezed by the Mitsubishi on the side there. Pretty much the minimum amount of room required there to actually be on the track. And Meska goes flying up the inside there, bumps for Mitsubishi. MJ goes flying. The yellow car really wants to get past us and really doesn't want to give us any room. I think he gets a penalty for that, which I think is probably fair enough. You can't just go driving through people there. But hey-ho. So we're in 8th place, which is pretty decent. I'd have been happy with that before. Numbered 7, I think, on the door numbers, so we're expected to finish 7th out of the lobby, so not too bad. We brake much later than those guys ahead of us, and have to sort of back off a bit, which gives Bazza behind a bit of a sniff. You can see him on the radar, he's not too far behind. But lap 1, I'd say reasonably successfully navigated there. We haven't crashed, we haven't died, we haven't ruined anyone else's race, so not too bad. So we go through turn 1, again not too bad, and we're thinking, are we going to have a go on Riptide? Do we want to have a go? I mean, the second corner is tough enough it is, so I more go for that in a sort of, I don't want to drive into the back of you than an actual overtake, which means we go a bit wide because we've compromised our line, which isn't ideal. So we've lost touch with the cars in front, and you can see we've got Mitch behind in the radar who's going to go for it. And at this point I'm thinking, you know what, long game, let's go for it. You can see that he gets absolutely dive bombed by Bazza, who then bangs into me and spins me round. So cheers for that, Bazza. And we have to try and recover from the gravel trap there. Slowly getting out of there, someone's quick because they're obviously not very happy with what's going on. And after a bit of a wheel spin, we are down to 14th out of 18. Ouch. So fast forward a few laps and we're up to 11th because someone let us through, not really sure why. And it's been a fairly lonely race. We've just been trying to sort of almost time trial it and try and minimise the gap to the car ahead. We come in for new tyres. We've been running the hard tyres in this race. I know that some people were running the mediums. I was going for a one-stop strategy, hard and then hard. Maybe could have stretched out one of them with a medium tyre. I didn't have the time to do a practice to see what was going on. So we're hoping to see if we could maintain as many positions as possible coming out of the pits. And one thing we didn't really want is a car coming out directly in front of us. Yeah, cheers, thanks Matley. But yeah, we've got another Porsche in front of us now. We hope to have kept them behind, but didn't quite manage it, didn't quite have the gap behind. And of course we go and bump into the back of them. That was just clumsy more than anything. We lift off a little bit there just to make sure that he knows that we're not trying to overtake him or ram him or anything. But the one thing I didn't notice at the time, you can see bottom left, is I actually picked up some damage from that. And this season's races have got heavy damage on them. It lasts. You get damage, it will affect your race. I hadn't noticed that up until this point. I was still catching Matley. Gone up to 10th and 11th now because someone's pitted. And we're thinking about potentially going for a move. So we go to show for it, but don't go for it. And Matley goes wide anyway, just to let us through. He comes back on the track, we give him a bit of room so that he can rejoin safely. But yeah, we're up to 11th because the guy who did actually came out ahead of us. So yeah, go figure on that one. But you can see the damage is actually starting to affect us there because we didn't get up to 5th gear. Most of those straights we've been getting up to 5th gear at that point. And it was only at this point where I sort of realised I was only getting up to 4th gear, that something was wrong at the bottom left and saw, oh yeah, it's going to be the damage. So it didn't really massively affect us too much, I don't think, but it definitely didn't help. It definitely didn't help in the braking zones as I probably wasn't going quite as fast, which meant I was probably being a little bit cautious going into turns 1, 2 and 3. It didn't really, towards the end of the race anyway, hurt my lap time, so I think it was more just learning to adapt to it. I mean, that was just a rubbish corner, I think, rather than the damage getting in the way. So now that we're in 11th, the plan was to try and start pulling away from Matt Lee behind, but as you'll start to see on the radar momentarily, he's actually starting to close on us, which is not what we had in mind at all. We have a bit of a ropey last corner there as well, and he's less than half a second, but definitely closing on us, and I think he's just about to start appearing on the radar. There he is. So we're going through turn 1, and it looks like he goes for a move, but because he goes in deep and he's coming from far back, we cut back underneath him and then get a better run up to turn 2. So that potential obstacle overcome, and our 11th place is still in hand. He doesn't go for anything through turn 2. We do okay through there. Find it quite tricky to try and get through there under traction. But he just almost accelerates straight past us. It's a much better run out of turn 2. Then tries to come back online. We give him space on the inside. Attempt to switch back, but it's not really on this time because it's not as tight a corner and he gets a better corner through there. So we're thinking, how are we going to get back into 11th place? Very sloppy through there, trying to make sure we don't run into the back of him and get any further damage or indeed get a penalty or anything silly like that. And again, not great through there. You can see from the time, but we're being held up here. Realistically, we're probably not going to go any higher than getting that 11th place, but you know, we want to try and be as quick as we can. That one there, again, we brake so much later than that lane, but we're getting a good run. We go through the last corner, he gets a slide right on in turning, and just like he did to us earlier in the lap, we can almost accelerate straight past him down the start-finish straight, and we're back up to what is now 10th position, because I think someone's pitted, and then come out ahead of us again. So we are still 11th. It's happened a couple of times now. But yeah, 2 laps to go, and we're hoping to keep Matt Lee behind us. Keeping an eye on the radar as well here to try and make sure he doesn't dive bomb us. Doesn't seem like the dive bombing type, but hey ho. Go a little bit wide for there and get on the little yellow sausage curb on the exit, which doesn't help us. You can see on the timing splits on the left hand side that Matt Lee is definitely gaining on us, but he's over a half a second behind. He's got too much to actually try and make up. And then you can see the car in 10th, who's just come out of the pits, runs wide there and hands us finally 10th position. And fast forward to the last lap, and we're actually up in 9th because someone else fell off the track. The car in front of us has got a penalty as well, so we're half hoping maybe we can jump in. Maybe it's going to be a really big penalty. He serves it before he gets to the line, and we finish 9th. Which isn't too bad. 41 seconds off for pace as well. I think we're about 30 seconds down after we got hit off on lap 2. So probably only really lost a net 10, 11, 12 seconds over the race distance, which is pretty good in my book, especially when you've not done the track before. And we've earned ourselves 395 points for the first race of the season. So not a bad start, not to be sniffed at. Could definitely have done worse, and given that we were a long way down in the order towards the end, not too bad at all. Okay, so that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give us a like or subscribe to the channel, or leave us a comment. Are you in the manufacturer series? Who are you racing for? How are you hoping to do in this series? Anyway, until next time, goodbye.